Hey, we're back with Trails Through Daybreak yet again. It is our second day in Atharbad. We're trying to find who sent threatening notes to the people that are participating in the film festival. Loading up my chat. And there we go. I've been such a fool, a complete and utter moron. What have I been doing with my life? Coming here and taking in the festive atmosphere has made me realize I was so stupid for letting myself be a cog in the corporate machine. Stupid manager and his bald head, worthless coworkers. Everybody's always trying to make me take responsibility for everything. Screw this, screw that, screw it all. I should quit and try something new instead. Be my own boss for once in my miserable life. It's definitely those horrible hookahs. I don't know what's going on with my husband. Never been the best drinker, to be sure, but he hasn't drunk anything today, and even when he gets drunk, he's never quite like this. The other people carrying on over there also look like they're extremely drunk too, but I don't think I saw them drinking either. What in the world is going on here? Yeah, look at what he's using. Just had a talk with Father Mukhtar about how we should keep the children safe, seeing as there's so much trouble today. It could be really dangerous if any of them get lost out there, which is why I'm telling them they shouldn't walk by themselves. For those parents who are too busy to look after them today, we're also happy to take their children in and look after them if need be. Everybody's getting all worked up about the festival, but I don't get what all the excitement's about. Could it really be all that great? Maybe it's just because I don't know all that much about films. It's hard to say. I've kept my distance from them up until now, but maybe I should try watching one and see if I can figure anything out. All these people that are using these horrible hookahs, they're like electronic cigarettes, seems, have been acting really weird, and that's probably the root cause of what is to come at the film festival. Dad's been acting really weird since last night. He never yells like that. He must be tired, so I'm sure he'll be back to normal soon. I'm not scared at all. The people in the temple are all so nice. I think that's his dad out there. There are a lot of people yelling and fighting outside. It's safe inside the temple though. But I'm worried about my mom. She works in the bazaar. I wish she could be with me here. There's one person here. Despite Tharbad being a lively entertainment destination for decades now, never in all my time have I seen such a tumult in the city. Many residents are understandably concerned about what's going on. I pray all this doesn't lead to any greater conflicts. It's during times such as these that we must spread the spirit of tolerance and understanding that have served us so well. Once the festival is over, I hope to be able to sit down with our politicians and business leaders to discuss the future of our city. Are Shafina and her big sister okay? There's so many more scary people than before. I'm scared it's going to be just like yesterday for them again. The parade is tomorrow. If something happens to them, all these tourists going nuts, I'm thinking maybe I should just cancel my Sandsea tours for today. infuriating when people drift off from the car on a whim. I'd be in a world of trouble if any kids got lost in those sand dunes. Though to be honest, I'm even more concerned about how Sarah and her sister are doing right now. I'm happy they recruited Sarah for the parade, but I'm worried she's working herself too hard. Then to have all this craziness on top of that? It's a request that I got, by the way. Oh, right. Gotta go into the waterway. Young people these days have no respect for law and order. I heard there was a big fight around here just this morning. If they hadn't drowned themselves in vice, forgetting their devotion to Arusha, this city wouldn't be the mess that it is today. With motion pictures are especially wretched. I tried to watch one of that Salvatore's Gaudi's things, and it was absolutely appalled. Such obscene trash is good for nothing but destroying people's morals. No wonder the young have lost their way. As Salvatore Gaudi puts it, the most important things in a movie are sex and violence, so... I had some weirdo get, well, weird with me earlier. He was genuinely scary. His eyes looked so weird and bugged out. First time I've gotten any real attention doing this, and it had to turn out like that. Just my luck. I can only imagine how many times Sarah and Shahina must have had to deal with that. Arusha. Arusha is what they call the sky goddess here. But it's the same goddess that everybody else worships. We've been getting reports of fighting and sudden disturbances all day. The police have had their hands full trying to respond to everything. Apparently, according to 2 people I talked to who dealt with a similar case, this is completely identical to another case. There must be some mutual connection behind both incidents. Once she gets here from the main branch, we should probably step up our investigation. Oh, is that fee? Okay, starting today, you're going to be helping around the bazaar. What you're about to do might feel tough while everything's new to you, but trust me, it's all part of your training. Yeah, right. I doubt it'll be anything that hard. I've cleaned ditches and swept chimneys before. Nothing you could suggest will scare me. Just spit it out already. Well, if you insist, your first job is going to be as a barker. Congratulations. You're going to put on a loud voice and do whatever you can to drum up excitement around the stalls and bring in customers. What? You can't make me do that. I don't know, hype people up. Sure you do. You just don't realize it yet. Take those apples you could find at Munir's stall. Those apples are so good you sold them countless times, yes? If anybody could tell customers just how delicious they are, it's you. Head up. All right. I'll give it a try. Just lay off me already. Got her hitting the ground running, I see. Hang in there, kid. She's orphan that was like stealing stuff from the stalls. We caught her yesterday, and the manager of the bazaar decided to take her in because he went through something similar when he was younger. The festival might be tomorrow, but is it worth getting this excited for? It feels like everyone's going nuts. Some of the neighbors seem like completely different people, all full of energy and practically bouncing off the walls. I'm really worried this is all going to cause trouble for the inn somehow. For the sake of our guests, I hope things settle down sooner rather than later. I don't want all this getting in the way of their comfort. I've known Romani a good while now, and I'd like to think I understand him pretty well. But I've never seen the man in such high spirits. He hasn't even had anything to drink. I've heard there's been even more commotion than usual over at the bazaar, too. It's all getting to be concerning. Our guests can't exactly enjoy their stay here if there's too much of a ruckus outside, you know? Need more points to it. Another 5,000. Let's I've never seen this much excitement in the city, even after it started taking off 20 years ago. The hammam never has this many customers. It's not all fun and games though. I've heard a lot of tourists are letting their hair down a bit too much and going off the rails. We're definitely having to keep a close eye to make sure nobody tries to peep on others or steal things from the changing rooms. That's like a pain. Locals look pretty calm. Yes. Alright. This place should be completely different now. Would you all happen to be... That's right, we're with Arkwright Solutions. We came to answer your request. Are you the archaeologist who made that post? Yes, I am. I'm so glad you came. I was concerned whether my 4 SPG would reach you. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Inigo. Catch the chase, I'm about to conduct a survey of the underground waterway and would like you all to escort and protect me. Really? That dingy place? Can't imagine a guy like you to have any business there. Ah, so you've already been down there, have you? That's reassuring. Believe it or not, that waterway has existed since the Dark Ages, and its construction continued throughout the Middle Ages. It bears considerable historical value as a result. With that in mind, there's something inside I wish to investigate in person. Well, I don't see why we can't handle a job like that. But it doesn't sound like you really need Spriggan help for this. You wrote that the guild told you to come back another day, right? Yes, evidently they're rather occupied with getting things ready for the film festival at the moment. Seeing as my request isn't exactly an emergency, it's only natural that they wouldn't prioritize it for now. Unfortunately, the fact of the matter is that I had to carve out time in order to be here. I have to leave Tharbad tomorrow, so unless I conduct the survey today, it simply isn't going to happen. It's still not something that really has to be kept hushed up like our other clients, but I get why you'd ask us. As do I. How should we proceed, Mr. Arkwright? Good question. It does feel like there's something more to this. Could be worth our while to accept his request to see where it takes us. There's something shady going on. Sure, I don't see the harm in coming along. It's a good opportunity for us to patrol down there anyway. Patterson, we'll join you for your survey. Wonderful. Thank you very much. You're doing me a great favor. What are we waiting for? Let's make our way down. Oh, it feels unreal to finally be setting foot down here. We actually came by ourselves on a different job yesterday. You might be surprised at just how wide and open it is. It feels real unique too. That's no surprise. Ancient Tharbad had a very distinctive culture. I'm not very fond of the musty smell in the air though. This certainly isn't a very comfortable place to linger. We're here to keep you alive, not comfortable. Besides, it's a waterway. What were you expecting? Don't worry, I know. Let's just take care of business and get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, he already doesn't strike me as somebody doing an archaeological survey. So, where exactly are we taking you? I'm here to find a specific mural. It's closely connected to the history of the Septian Church and should be somewhere in the eastern part of these passages. Understood. We'll try and head in that direction then. We will see that you arrive safely at your destination. I shall stay close behind you to ensure that no monsters attack from the rear. I'll stand guard on the flank then. No need to overdo the protection, young ladies. I do want to have a little freedom to walk around and take in the sights. I just don't want to end up surrounded by a horde of monsters. Have it your way. We'll just follow along and keep an eye on all sides then. I will respect our clients' wishes. Try not to get separated from us though. Alright, that settles that. Let's head on eastward. Thanks, I'm counting on you guys. Van, I'm not so sure about Inigo. Realize this is rude to say about a client, but something seems off about him. It ain't just you. I'll keep an eye on him for now. You make sure to do the same. Understood. What's up with everyone? Why does it feel like I'm the only one out of the loop? As usual. Farida. Alright. Oh, these are different monsters than yesterday. Okay. Oh, the water's full now. Okay. Hey. Wow, that was a bit of experience. I'm guessing the bridges will work now. Hey, the water's full. We can cross the bridge now. That's a completely different place now. It's connected. These are dodge. Oh, you can choose. Okay. That's interesting.
頼むアニエス。
後期です。ここです。チャンスです。それや
もらった。
バンさん山です。
はい。が悪かったな。
さすがはバンさんですね。
Right, get over there.
さあ始めるか。
そこです。スタンドリーチ攻撃する。シャードブーストのチャンス。ご容赦を。
任せた。
お覚悟。チャンスです。それやおまけです。これで一安心ですね。アニエスさん助かりました。そこです。次戦闘終了。お疲れ様。ルートがつながりましたね。あら戦局万来ですね。
一気に決めるぞ。
チャンスです。シャードブーストのチャンスよ。まとめてお相手します。全力でいきましょう。
任せた。
そこです。フェリ様。
おまけだ。
いい手応えです。
バッチリだフェリー。
ルートがつながりましたね。お宝発見です。
Nice. Okay.
強そうな敵に張った。撃退しましょう。頑張ります。やあチャージアタックが使えるわよ。やあスタンです。攻撃するわよ。やおまけです。アニエス様。それ
おまけだ。
後期です。今です。バーさん
こいつはきつい。
頼みますね。
呪いぜ。嫌いだ。
チャンスです。や
もらった。
リゼットさん。スキアリフェイ様。
もらった。
バーさん今です。
頼むアニエス。
や
おまけだ。
フェリちゃん今です。こちらのターンです。シャードブースティングスタンです。スキアリ
チャンスだ。
スキアリチャンスです。 カゴストレストレベリちゃん今です手応えです。やりましたね、ベリちゃん。
What you need to do to get that tactical bonus as high as it can go.
ルートがつながりましたね。頑張ろう。そこで先制攻撃をします。
チャンスだ。
隙あり。
頼むアニエス。
今ですベリちゃん。
もらったスタンだ。
この機は逃しません。そこですアニエス様。いやここです。これで一安心ですね。
アニエスよくやったな。
ルートがつながりましたね。
Is that a vent here? We've come a fair way now, but there's still no sign of the mural we're looking for. Yeah, you're right. You'd think we would have seen it by now. Quite so. I'd be lost if I were here on my own. These corridors all look the same. Looks like something's found its way to us, though. Please stay back, sir. Oh. This just got a bit more fun. Let's take him down, guys. Nothing.
炎のカゴ。
決まってけよ。
一斉に行きます。アニエス様、輝けエトワールレイ。
That was the last of them. Yeah, good job, everyone. I know I wanted someone strong to escort me here, but these people might fit the bill a little too well. Still, even they will be no match for it. Something wrong? Oh, did I space out? I'm sorry. I was just amazed by how capable you all are. There are so many of those monsters, and yet you made defeating them look almost trivial. Not to mention I'm completely unharmed. I can see I did well by hiring you. Thank you for saying so, sir. It looked trivial because it was. I was hoping for them to put up a bit more of a fight than that. That's the spirit. Now let's get back on track. That feels like... Oh, she's... caught on to something. Funny, because it's usually everybody else picking up on cultural and social cues, because she doesn't really have that kind of common sense.
ルートがつながりましたね。 そうですね。
Guessing there's going to be a fight here of some kind. Based on his reaction. Here we go. Took a bit longer than I was hoping, but this is the easternmost part of the waterways. There's the mural up there. Looks the same as everywhere else we passed, though. Yeah, where's this mural we came to find? Wondering the same thing. The texts clearly indicate that it's meant to be here. The water flowing through that grate leads beneath the temple, you see. That sacred area has been a key location since antiquity, so there should absolutely be a mural here somewhere. Since we came all this way, could I trouble you to help me find it? Sure, is what I'd like to say if you were any other client. You're just trying to distract us so you can call your goons to finish us off, aren't you? What? It says 4 people lying in wait. If you thought we were getting strung along for real, you got another thing coming. How rude. I have no idea what spurred this on, but I don't appreciate being treated like a criminal. Have I offended you in some way? Nah, I only played along with the bit because I couldn't pin down what you were really after at first. But you just gave the game away. You're out to steal from the area under the temple you just mentioned, aren't you? From what I've heard, all manner of artifacts and offerings get stored in places like that. You're planning to sneak in there through that grate. You weren't lying about needing us to escort you this far. But now that we've cleared the path, you don't need us any longer. We are well aware that your identity as an archaeologist is fraudulent as well. I would suggest that you put a little more effort into maintaining your cover in your future attempts. I see you're not just stronger than I was hoping for, but smarter too. What a shame. Yet, despite seeing through me, you're still foolish to come all this way with the eldest of the Davanci brothers. Okay. Heh. Guess it's possible to be clever and stupid at the same time. Come on out, guys. So you're the Spriggan, huh? You look pretty tough, but this was over the second you took the job. We're not gonna go easy on you, even if you got women and kids with you. I haven't forgotten about what you did to me yesterday, and you're gonna pay for it. I got a score to settle with you, too. My brother bailed me out after the guild handed me over to the police, so here I am. Too bad you won't be interfering with the Davanci brothers ever again. We'll see to that. So there's 3 of you guys, huh? I figured it was just 2. Not that I give a shit either way. This is your endgame then? Run around town in disguise so you could eventually do this? That's right. My brothers pretended to be a cop and a bracer to see just how well things in the city were guarded. The film festival here in Tharbad suddenly found itself in the limelight after the one in Messeldam was cancelled. There was no way they'd be able to send enough idiot cops to handle it on such short notice, and we're here to exploit that. I knew it. So this is what you came all the way to Edith for, or all the way from Edith for, sorry. It's a whole lot of energy to burn for small-time crap like this. Well, whatever. Your game of dress-up is about to come to an end. We were planning to take care of you ourselves, but I know from watching you that we're not up for the task. But don't worry, we have a backup plan. A bomb? Not a chance. Sneaky little... How the hell did you repel them both? What are we gonna do now? Looks like those weren't bombs after all. They're smoke grenades full of scents that attract monsters. There sure are a lot of them. How's that for some just desserts? We're still making for the temple. We just gotta lose these things first. Well, ain't this a mess? We're all strong enough to take these monsters out in record time if we want to. Then we can take all the thieves into custody too. I think that's the most respectable way to handle this. But we could also just let them wear each other down for a while first. Okay. I feel like I should just let them fight. You know what? We're gonna capitalize on their dumb mistake. Let's wait for the monsters to wear them out, then we'll strike. Works for me. Efficiency first, baby. Are you sure that's okay? Feels like we're doing something a bit immoral. So that's your play, is it? What do we do to deserve this? Oh, gee, I wonder. Damn it, we've got no choice but to fight. Bet they're gonna pay for this after we're done. You'll regret this, Spriggan. Monsters are gradually gaining more of an upper hand over the criminals. Yeah, I'm not gonna let any of them die, so we should probably jump in now. So close to our goal, so close. What are we gonna do? They've got us cornered. Can't believe these guys ruined our whole plan. No way in hell that I'm gonna die here. No way. Where'd all that spunk you had earlier go, punks? Why do you interfere? What's your game now? We're not evil, you know. We're not actually gonna sit back and watch you get killed. Besides, I've got another use in mind for you guys. You just try it. We still got some fight left in us yet. We'll do more than try. That's it. Are they all got healing? Oh, the cast just have healing again. Or hit one, of course. Curses. Our scheme wasn't supposed to go like this. How can they be so strong when half of them are just kids? That's what you get for judging by appearances. You'd think they'd know better, having so much experience being other people. So what do we do now that we've caught them? The Devancy brothers are wanted criminals in the capital. Since one of them was our client for this job, we basically wound up doing all this for free. That's why I'm thinking we should hand him over to the police and collect the bounty. That way, at least we'll get out our due. Bounty hunting's another part of being a Spriggan, after all. Fine by me. not too big on busting my ass for nothing in return. What you're saying is entirely logical and legal, and yet somehow I feel guilty about it all the same. So this too is a faucet of the friggin' way. How very educational. In any case, I will contact the local police department right away. I remember the route we took here well, so I should be able to guide them down here in short order. Thanks. Reset contacted the authorities, and before long, armed officers arrived to take the men into custody. After learning that they had apprehended none other than the infamous Devancy brothers, the police were extremely grateful. And after they all returned to the entrance, Van and the others were given the bounty they wanted.
皆様お疲れ様でした。入金を確認したわ。
Cool. Done and done.
Hamamuに入っていくかね。
最高だ。
これはかなりの暑さですね。
His face when he climbs in there always makes me laugh.
生まれ変わったみたいです。
楽しんでくれたようで何よりだ。
Alright. Just talking to the people in the cultural district. Make sure there's nothing new for sale. Might be the day before the film festival and all, but it feels like people are almost getting too excited for it, you know? I mean, I can tell people were excited yesterday too, but today it suddenly hit a fever pitch. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, but it just feels so abrupt. I don't know. The cat warmed up under my blanket for me. Great. My supplier was weirdly riled up when he came to drop off some stock earlier. It's hard even carrying a conversation with him. He was fired up but speaking incoherently at the same time. Bizarre. He's not the only one who's been acting off either. The tourists and some other residents are being odd too. Could just be because of the film festival coming up, but it's giving me the creeps somehow. Doesn't seem right.
やあ、どれにする？またな。
更新料はいかが
I really appreciate the temple agreeing to look after my daughter for a little while. With all of these people coming in and the bazaar getting so busy, I'd be worried about her getting lost. This way I know she's safe. Plus, that new friend she made yesterday is there too. That'll help keep her occupied.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
The tourists have been getting pretty rowdy lately, to put it nicely. Another hookah seller I know is telling me about how his customers got in such a frenzy that things were a little out of hand. I get everyone's excited about the film festival and all, but it's almost like they've properly lost their minds.
よかったら見てってね。
The energy here is simply incredible. Are all film festivals so joyous? It scares me how many people are so unrestrained, but I must admit my curiosity is now piqued. Plus, it's a chance to hopefully learn a little more about younger folks. I don't want to toss that away.
あら、いらっしゃい。ありがとね。あら、ありがとね。
Renton's apparently checking into the general movements of new arrivals. So I'm going to tackle things from a different angle. Specifically, I'm going to ask the Caravaneers if they noticed any unusual activity nearby to see if I could glean anything with their insight. I just wish we didn't have to worry about more fights breaking out. I really prefer to focus entirely on our investigation. Telling you, Tharba is booming bigger than ever right now. Gotta get in on this while the getting's good and stock up on everything I could possibly get my hands on. Who cares if I go a little in the red right now? It'll work out. I could just tell I'll be able to recoup everything and then some, no prob. Sound like a proper businessman to me. I ended up waking up too early today because there was a commotion right in front of my house this morning. This might be festival season, but I've never seen Tharbatters act so wildly. Sure, people get excited sometimes, but we're good about not causing trouble for other people. But now, it's bizarre. I do my best to try and respect what young folks should try to do, but all of this mayhem is testing even my patience. I understand everyone getting excited at being exposed to new ideas and culture, but that's no excuse for them to go act like hoodlums. Either way, something about all this doesn't feel right to me. None of what's happening feels natural. Seems like a lot of people realize that there's something wrong, but nobody's put two and two together. I always thought that Officer Kelvin didn't take his job as seriously as he needed to, but this time he's gone too far. He outright abandoned his post. Can you believe it? I definitely need to have a word with the precinct about it later. I cut him some slack before, knowing he was new and needed to get used to the job, but I can't look past their dereliction of duty. I like to think I'm a man who can keep up with a good festival when things heat up, but I've got to be honest with you. This one is wearing me out. I can't keep up when things get this crazy. This festival is really something else. And let me tell you, I've seen my fair share of festivals in my time. Gotta wonder how people find all this energy and vigor in the middle of a scorching hot desert. Let's see what our other optional quest is. I've already told you, please keep your clothes on here. We could do temperature adjustments on our air conditioner. Just keep your clothing on, I'm begging you. Gee, is it just me or is it getting really hot? If this keeps up, I might have to start stripping and we wouldn't want that. Careful, Laurel. You know in movies, it's always a saucy girl who shows a little too much skin who gets turned into a shark meat first. I'll be careful. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be seeing any sharks in the middle of a desert. Well, girl, I have good news. They make all kinds of shark now. Sand ones, snow ones, whatever. Nature's fiercest apex predator can be admired anytime, anywhere. Isn't that grand? Wow, these guys are out of it. This is great. My body feels all warm and stuff. I don't have a care in the world right now. Should unwind like this more often. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but one thing's for certain, I'm on top of the world, baby. Woo! I better make the most of these vibes and see if I can land some hot studs. When life feels this good, like, who has time for nerves, right? YOLO. Okay.
ここのブランド憧れるわ。そうですね。さて。
I swear, those orbital hookahs or whatever you call them, they just keep flying off the shelves faster every day. The principle behind how they work is pretty much the same as what you find in something like an orbital heater. All they basically did was mechanize and shrink down the part of the device that heats up the water and leaves. The hookahs are sold together with pre-processed leaves, which is convenient. Maybe that explains their popularity.
いらっしゃい。
12 time and 3 wind. That's pretty good. Apparently some scuffles broke out around town this morning. The owner here is really concerned. Normally we keep real swords on display, but unfortunately we've seen a few too many customers lacking self-restraint lately. I think it's best we keep them in storage until things calm down, just to be safe.
さて、どのようなご用件ですか？それではまた。
I've had a lot of surprisingly demanding, angry customers this morning. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. Some of them have the craziest demands. I've even had folks grumble about not being able to sell camels to them, of all things. Okay. I've worked as a merchant for a long time, and never have I seen as many complaints at my shop in one day as I have today. But sometimes you gotta put your feet to the fire to make a mirror. So if that's what it takes to close those deals, sign me up. Last night I saw that girl at the nightclub again. She's Just remembering her makes me feel so... What am I doing? That dancer is my daughter's age, yet here I am lusting after her. I can't stop myself. I don't care if it's wrong. I've gone too far to give up now. Last night, huh? That must make him a fan of a certain dancer. Guess it takes all kinds when you're as popular as her. Yeah, this guy's having a real normal one. He's in way too deep. I don't get it. Are you guys talking about that place you two visited last night? All I'll say is, whatever you two saw in there, I'm glad Fairy wasn't exposed to it. It's so hard to explain what her dancing means to me. When we're in the same space, it's like I can feel her very breath. Like our breathing is somehow synchronized with one another. It's as if her breathing is what keeps me alive, what gives me life itself. Oh boy, completely off the deep end. Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better act fast though, I'm only getting more customers. This stall's as popular as ever.
さて、
やあ、どれまたな。
We had some scuffles out in the alley this morning. They were practically back to back, which is unheard of at such an early hour, even in our neck of the woods, or desert rather. Fights are such headaches for me. If any break out at places we're contracted with, I have to go and sort them out, which is no fun. Hey, what's with all the commotion outside? Oh right, that whole film festival's going on, isn't it? Screw all the pomp and circumstance, I'm here to have fun, and that's exactly what I'm having, thanks to this amazing hookah. I just know I'm going to win even bigger than I did yesterday. I think this calls for an extra big play. I guess some fights broke out around town this morning. It's hard not to worry about where things are headed when it all gets less safe. I'd best get in touch with the security company we have contracted out just to be safe, just to be sure. They're just as trustworthy as our own sponsors. If anyone can keep our customers in line, it's those in these uncertain times, it's them. Hey, it might be me, but when I think of security outfits they've pumped big money into in Central East, you know who comes to mind? Oh yes, he's almost certainly referring to Marta. At the very least, I know there's a casino in the database that's funded with Valis money. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't trust Darbaz's fleece, but when you're a casino, you can never be too prepared. After all, we make quite a lot of Mira, and our customers tend to be incredibly well off, to say the least. In times like these, when people let their guard down, you can really start to see their true colors. Take the film festival. A lot of people around here are getting really excited now that we're about to have our very first one. Fascinating stuff to witness, not unlike a good round of cards in that regard. And do people really expect me to just stand around doing nothing all day while this town's one big river of money? Working hard's for suckers. I'm gonna make a killing at this casino, and then so long to the stuffy, low-paying cop life. I mean, what's fair about having us work while everyone else around here gets to have fun, huh? Nothing, that's what. Talk about not being cut out for a job. This guy wouldn't know the meaning of hard work if it was tied to a brick and thrown at his face. Bro. I've already spotted a number of people looking rather merry, you might say. Most people would think they're drunk, but trust me, as a bartender, it's clear as day that's not what they've had. Alcohol doesn't cause people to lose their inhibition so fast. Plus, I couldn't smell it in their breath. Makes you wonder what the heck's going on. It looked unnatural, even given the excitement surrounding the festival. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. I've wrapped myself up in a blanket. I need to rewrap myself though. Let's Alright. Young master, I do believe I warned you. Such driving is incredibly dangerous and serves nobody's interest. I am, of course, relieved to see that neither you nor your vehicle have been harmed by your excursion. However, that leap through the air was truly terrifying. I felt as though I lost 5 years of my life watching that. See that, Hardy? This ride's exactly the kind of thing a guy like me needs. This thing's built for driving through sand dunes. You are worrying about nothing at all. Sure, I might have kicked up a bit of sand, but that's part of the fun. I like seeing it in the air. It's like stardust blowing around. Now that I'm all hyped up, time to hit those actresses and see if I can't conquer those dunes. It's gonna be great. Bro. I heard from the cops that folks around town have been getting rowdy lately. Around here, at least people are going feral over parking spaces. I'll try my best to hang in there until the end of the festival, but to tell you the truth, I'm at the end of my rope physically. I just need it all to be over so I could take a dip in the hammam and recharge.
Ah. Nani ka mata kite kure.
さてスケジューラーを起動したわ
You guys, you showed up at the perfect time. Hey, look, it's that little reporter girl again. That little girl is older than you, you know. Physically, yeah, but mentally, I've seen newborns who are more mature than that shit. Don't be mean. You're a reporter with the Tyrell Times, correct? You need something? Yeah, I just wanted to ask, have you guys seen Dingo recently? I thought you were going to let him out of your sight. What's wrong with you? I never did manage to get him to fess up to what he's actually doing here, so I was going to try to get an answer out of him again. But I haven't seen him anywhere all morning. It's so frustrating. Sure he's not trying to avoid you? The way you hang on to him, frankly, I wouldn't blame him if he was. Excuse me? I'm not hanging on to him like some needy high schooler. Have some respect. I just want to be with him, that's all. But for work, I mean, of course. Besides, any reporter's got to be tenacious in order to get to the bottom of a story, right? That's not clinginess, that's doing my job. If anything, I should be more persistent. That's logic of a sort. I totally get you. It's like a hunter doing whatever it takes to track down their prey until they finally go in for the kill. If you're one determined lady, I can respect that. I think that comparison may be a little off. Point is, we haven't seen him, and we have no idea what he's doing out here either. Your guess is as good as ours. You're really sure about that? You're not pulling my leg, are you? Nah, I'm not. We're in town on our own assignment, and it just happened to bump into him while we were working. Not that I have no idea what he might be up to, but best to keep that to myself until I'm absolutely sure. Well, if you say so. There's got to be some reason why he would be out here for the schlocky excuse for a film festival, but what? I don't get it. If I recall, you weaseled your way into covering this schlock, so you'd have an excuse to come out here too. I don't know, dude's a pretty big stud, if you ask me. You sure he isn't shacked up with some actress or model? What? Could it be Dingo sleeping with... this is just my opinion, but I don't think he's the kind of man who would... No, I think it might be possible. Yeah, no. I did see him with a real foxy woman earlier. I can't take this sitting down. I've got to find Dingo and get to the bottom of this. Aaron, look what you've done now. She's a boiling steam engine. I feel kind of bad for her, to be honest. Hey, I don't feel too sorry for her. I think this is hilarious. The whole thing's kind of sweet, at least. Certainly more so than your wisecracking ass. Oh my lord. You have some nerve lounging about while all of this is going on, Detective. At least you're already here. Convenient. I'll be putting you to work until the film festival is over, understood? You can't be serious. You want me to give up my hard-earned vacation time just like that? You're damn right I do. Emergencies don't have a schedule. Any detective worth his salt is always ready to act in an emergency. Either you work now and crack this case, or it spirals out of control and you have even less time to fool around. What'll it be? What? You dragged me all the way out here? Just so you could ditch me and go off to work? I finally caved in and agreed to this after you badgered me so much, and this is what I get? I don't believe this. Did they really have to stick me between a rock and a hard place? I was hoping you would join my vacation and the festival in peace. You lot again. I'd say this was a surprise had Nate not already told me that he saw you earlier. I don't know what brings you to Tharbad, but I'll keep my questions to myself for the time being. We've got far more pressing business to attend to at the moment. Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours, understood? I've reminded Nate time and time again that as a detective he needs to be prepared for work to come in at any time. I've even told him we may well end up investigating Tharbad generally soon enough. He has no one to blame but himself here. You don't go into public service to be coddled. Either you get the job done or the public suffers for it, period. Man, this was supposed to be an opportunity to get away from work and go on a trip with my first date in ages. I swear, life just can't cut me a break for even a minute lately, it feels like. Maybe if you weren't such an asshole all the time. I understand Nate's a busy guy, but did he really have to drag me all the way out here and then ditch me? Should have told me this could happen sooner. Now how am I supposed to kill time while I'm out here all alone? Are we even still going to be able to walk around the film festival tomorrow? I don't even want to think about it. I like how it doesn't even give her a name, it's just Nate's girlfriend. I was deeply moved by your incredible sensitivity yesterday, and so I'd love to get your help. I would appreciate it if you could track down additional cast members to help make this parade the best it could possibly be. Today I'll be either at the hotel or Vegas Films. I'm looking forward to seeing you all once again. Director Goatee. Well, would you look at that? I didn't expect Salvatore Goatee himself to call in a favor. I don't know if what he wants is our forte, but never looked a gift horse in the mouth. Not from a guy like him. He must have taken a shine to you after your little discussion yesterday. Maybe he asked Nina and Judith how to get in touch with us after that meeting. The only problem is, we put 2 different spots to meet up. The hotel and Vegas Film. Does the guy expect us to toss a coin and just hope we end up at the right spot? Yeah, where should we go? Let's check out the hotel first. Might as well see how the girls are holding up today too. morning has seen even more disturbances than yesterday. Some brawling even broke out a little while ago. The fact that the Edith police has dispatched detectives here says to me that they suspect something's going on too. I'll let Ismail handle anything that requires more local insight into Tharbad than what I've got. As for me, I think I'll keep an eye on the trajectory of these tourists and where they're coming from. It's just me, but do you get the feeling people are going a little crazier than they were yesterday? Do people here always go so hard when they're excited? I don't know how they could do it if so. People are getting so hot and bothered about the film festival. I guess that's a good sign we're in for something fun at least. I don't really watch movies, so I don't know much about what's going on, but even I'm pretty curious at this point. I was really hoping I could come in with my sister, but they told me they don't allow outsiders. Thought I'd have a chance to meet with some famous celebrities or something. So much for that, I guess. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go up to one of the staff members and get up in their face. Maybe. Clear you want your sister to succeed, though. We're definitely rooting for her, too. I'm sure she's going to do just great. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I know she's gonna knock them dead. It's Sarah we're talking about. My sister's so amazing at what she does. I'm so proud of her. Well, if I can't get in, now's as good a time as any to get some dance practice in myself. Sarah can't be the only one working so hard out there. It wouldn't be fair. Hihina sounds really anxious. Not that I can blame her. It really doesn't help that Sarah can't perform like normal today or tomorrow. Hopefully all the excitement doesn't get to either of them. Gotta do something. My sister can't be the only one busting her butt today. I think I'll go out and get a present for her. Then maybe I'll do some dance practice too. I actually brought my costume with me. Might as well get changed into it since I already have it with me. Everybody at Vegas Film seems busy getting ready for the film festival. I'm worried we might have ruffled some feathers. We got impatient and tried to give them a proposal we came up with, but it's probably going to be a while before we hear back. I want to make sure we enjoy our time out here, especially as our way of showing thanks to everybody at Vegas Films for what they've done. I feel like things are extra chaotic outside today, even with the film festival so close. Even in Vegas Films itself, it felt weirdly tense for some reason. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I don't know. Guess I'll have to give up on getting a tour today. Today feels like a really bad day to disturb them. Well, let me do it then. The president seems really agitated about something. I wish he'd spare a thought for his workers, though. Doesn't he realize that adding on to the parade at this stage is a big ask? Give me a teeny little break here. Between you and me, I think this company got too big too fast. It's lacking some fundamental things. President Dillon is somehow even more strung up than usual today, if you could believe it. Maybe he's just feeling on edge, what with all the turmoil the city's been dealing with lately. For my part, I've been ordered not to let anyone through unless he has personally authorized them, no exceptions. I'm supposed to start some intensive training to get ready for the Carnal Cavalcade. I'm just waiting for Director Goatee and the others to arrive. They were supposed to be here by now.
こっちじゃねえな。
There's a weird commotion around here earlier. First people started brawling, then all of a sudden we had people tearing off their clothes and yelling real loud. I know it's festival season and all, but that's not how you hold a celebration. What the hell has gotten into people, huh? It's like they all forgot how to have fun.
そうだな。
People seem to be really high-strung for this morning. I hate it. Oh, she's got one of those hookahs too. What the hell? So I was getting used to this place and sleeping soundly too. Now I see this patch of dirt for what it really is. But you know something? For some reason, I'm feeling a little pumped up. I feel like I'm young again. Young and dancing with my friends all over town. The atmosphere here is so weird. Are festivals in Tharbad always this lively? I knew it wasn't going to be like the Messeldam Film Festival, but I didn't quite imagine it being this unhinged. Is it just me, or is my mother being kind of loud? She's a lot more punchy and energetic than I'm used to seeing.
さてと
Feels kind of weird that nobody's connected the dots on the hookahs yet. Heard there were disturbances around town this morning, fighting even. Be that as it may, our mission remains unchanged. No expense will be spared when it comes to ensuring the safety and comfort of our guests. To that end, if you run into any trouble, please don't hesitate to report it to me and my crew. We'll take care of it straight away. We are perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. Your other guests maybe not so much. Miss Judith. Man. It's going to be an awkward meeting. You. Oh, hey everyone. Good morning. Nice to see you. Good to see you too. You seem real perky today. You guys sleep well after a tiring night? If anyone's tired, I bet it's old Lancer there. You look like you pulled an all-nighter. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm as full of energy as I always am, believe it. You say so. Good to hear you're keeping well rested. Look at his expression. Anyway, are you two going somewhere? Yeah, we're meeting with Sarah and some other people over at Vegas Films to discuss the parade. After that, we've got a basic rehearsal scheduled, which is looking like it will take a while. That sounds tough. Hang in there, girls. I'm sure the parade's gonna be great. Thank you, Perry. All of that is to say, we're going to have our hands full all day and won't be able to do much else. We better see you guys start to deliver some results today, understand? Yeah, we'll come through. We'll be careful not to do anything that'll attract the attention of, oh, I don't know, local vigilantes. You've got nothing to fear. It's hard to say. Huh? Hello everyone, what's going on? How's everyone doing? Oh, hello director. We're doing great, thanks. Well, at least physically. Mentally, I've been better. I'll take it. You girls better be feeling great because with an itinerary this good, tomorrow's parade will be the best in history. Sounds like you got some exciting stuff in store. What have y'all got cooking exactly? First, the parade will be going through the cultural and entertainment districts before stopping at the hotel for the award reception. Then the winners will be picked up and the whole thing will go back exactly the way it came. But that's all you'll be getting out of me. I can't be spoiling all the surprises now. You just have to see for yourself what we have in store as it all unfolds. Although I will say the performance will be decked out in outfits made sexy by me personally. You're gonna love them, trust me on this. Sexy outfits? You mean it's gonna be a grown-up parade? But it better not be anything too revealing or else my agency is going to have a serious problem with it. Anyway, there's still a handful of things left to hammer out. But we have the shape of it ready. Especially now that we've got Sarah with us. That woman is going to be the perfect star. To be a perfect beacon for just how diverse our republic really is. Eros runs in the bloodline, in the blood of all humans. Our shared sensuality transcend race and culture, bringing our species to new heights. Okay. There's only one man in Zemuria who can pull off the show and end all shows, and it's me, baby. The one, the only, Salvatore Gotti. Is Sarah going to be okay? I'm starting to worry now. Don't worry, for all his talk, he's got his head on straight. Kind of. He won't try to cross any lines with her. Probably. On the off chance he does do something dumb, you can bet I'll kick his ass to the curb, so don't worry, it's cool. Oh, yes, before I forget, you two ladies had better not forget to practice your award speeches. Even I don't know which of you is going to take the crown as Best Actress. It'll be a surprise to all of us. Huh. You haven't posted the results ahead of time somewhere? Oh, absolutely not. It's set to be revealed during the film festival. None of us nominees know who's going to win or get runner-up. I like it this way. More exciting not knowing. I'm just glad we get to square off again like we did at last year's festival. Right, Nina? You bet. You're going down, Judith. Those two make for fine rivals, don't they? They really do. It's like they shine together. Anyway, to our meeting. We'll get it done quickly and get back to practice. Yeah, we'd better get going. Break a leg, guys. See you all later tonight. At least one of those girls has her act together, unlike a certain bondage bimbo. Oh, wow. What? Who are you? Hey, wait, didn't Mr. Gotti have a request for us too? Oh, crap. You're right, he still needs to fill us in on what he wants. Guess we're paying a trip to Vegas Films later too. Man, time sure flies when you're hard at work. Indeed, it's nearly lunchtime in fact. We should probably take a break soon. Yeah, good idea. Probably be swamped in the afternoon. Should we grab a bite to eat at the inn? We always do that though. Can't we shake things up a bit? How about we go down to the marketplace? They've got all sorts of unique food there. Be down for that. Let's find ourselves a table in the open area and chow down. And I understand what you're saying, but we can't resign ourselves to aligning with El Sayim. Not when we come this far. I'm not saying we have to devote ourselves to them, we just don't know what the balance of power in the Central East could be later. It's not good to put all our eggs in one basket. Doing so could put us in a tough situation as time goes on. Besides, there's more to our region than just Valis and El Sayid. There are plenty of smaller countries and unstable regions we could use. Now you're thinking like a man. When did you grow up so much, my boy? Alright, let's hear it. Got a plan for forging ties with El Sayim without pissing off our friends in Valis? As a matter of fact, I do. It's going to involve a little bit of going back to our roots, one might say. As they say in the Central East, the ties between the clans are older than history itself. So with your permission, I'm thinking I could start to forge personal connections that will then leverage in the future. What do you think? You know, you might be onto something there. Not like strategic marriages weren't common as dirt in my time either. Alright, let's do it. I want to be clear, I still intend to prioritize working with Valis. But if you think you can make inroads with Al Sayyim's aristocrats, I won't stop you. Tell me how far you could take this, son. Yes, thank you, Father. We can discuss the details later once we get home.
さてと
I really do want to forge a good relationship with the other families, you know? The way I look at it, if we build those connections now, that'll give our clan more options in the future. We have nothing to lose. Huh, I don't know when Munt learned to think so cunningly, but I like what I hear. That's what makes the boy my son. If he grows up to be a shrewd ruler like his father, I'll be more than content. In light of the disorder this morning, we're working to bolster security at the hotel. Fortunately, it seems we have some agitators among our guests here, particularly on the upper floors. The other floor managers and I plan to come up with a response to those individuals sometime this morning.
さてと
よっと。
さてと そうだ
さてと。さてと。さて。
Last night, after I heard a commotion coming from the pool, some guests came rushing straight towards me. For reasons I can only imagine, one of them managed to lose their clothing. I kept my questions to myself and directed them to a tailor. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any of them all morning. I wonder what happened.
よっと。
そうだな。
さてと。
I was just over at the office a little while ago, and, you know, the workers there struck me as being strangely inattentive. I'm sure some are simply excited about the festival, but that doesn't change the fact that we're the ones managing the infrastructure for it. They really need to get their acts together. We have to be prepared for a huge influx of visitors while keeping things humming along. I mean, they were openly smoking Orbital hookahs right there at the office. That never used to happen. I expect better from them. Right. Did you know that the bartending tournament is actually going to be held on the same day as the film festival? My work at the hotel comes first, so unfortunately I won't be able to enter, which is a shame. A lot of prominent people are entering, especially Bermati. He came all the way from the capital. He's still practicing hard even today. I admire his dedication. That's probably one of the reasons why he stands head and shoulders above most everyone else in our line of work. Anyway, Mund Bashar says he'd like to be on better terms with me in the future. I'm not opposed. I was hoping you would agree so as to strengthen ties between our realms without conflict. What do you think? The rumors about the Bashar heir being a sensible fellow on the side of the moderates are true. Certainly, I don't wish for this antagonism between our families to persist with your generation. What does that mean? Not so fast. We still don't know if this young man truly harbors good intentions. For all we know, this could be a ploy to allow the Bashar patriarch to ensnare our family and manipulate us. If Mund has even a single iota of wickedness in his eyes towards my beloved daughter, I shall not allow him to get anywhere near you. Father, don't you think you're being rude towards him before you've even... This isn't rudeness, Kalia. It's diligence. Maintaining a healthy skepticism is a part of living and working as a noble. We live in a world of conspiracy. You never know just who may be holding a knife behind their back, so to speak. You must take caution against such forces and learn how to protect yourself if you're to make it on your own. Things never go so smoothly now, do they? Still, I'm lucky that my father agreed to bring me to the festival. In the past, he would never bring me anywhere abroad. He's changing a little, I'll grant him that. Which means that if I can make myself just a bit more dependable, perhaps collaborating with Mund isn't out of the question. The fact that Kalia has learned to speak her mind about things between our family and the Bashars shows just how much she's grown. That's all the more reason why I only want her to act once she learns how to protect herself as befits a girl of nobility. Mr. Goody's whole scintillating spectacle philosophy might look like mindless fluff, but he actually puts a lot of thought into his work. I was the actress who played the researcher that faints first thing in his movie Golden Blood. He was extremely particular about how exposing my lab coat should be, how my legs should be crossed, even the mussiness of my hair. Although, I got to admit, having him barking orders at me and posing while I was lying on the floor was more than a little awkward. Yeah. Oh, look who we have here. That was quite the exciting evening last night for everyone involved. You know, I haven't seen those two tourists around the hotel since I got up today. Maybe I put the fear of adios into them. Not that I'm at all worried, what with you and Dingo around. Plus, everything's as ready as could be for the side gig. Anyway, if you sweethearts need anything, I'll be here. Don't be a stranger.
大人のサルバットに乾杯ね。
I'll be right back.
そうだな。
よっと。
そうだな。
よっと。さてと。そうですね。よっと。さてと。
さてと。
さて。そうですね。
さてと。 さてと
Gotta go find out what director goat he wants. Advancing in this is a lot more fluid than it was in the previous games with the Arcade CL. Sarah, try to smooth out the way you twist your hips a little more. It'll make you look sexier. Good idea. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's okay, there's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just giving you advice on how to look more attractive out there. Oh, you know, it might work if you take it slow for that beat. Makes it pleasing to watch. Okay, I'll see what I can do. There goes Nina coaching away. She's not too bad at it. Just wish I knew what that goatee could possibly be doing calling us out here like this. Just once, I wish he would put himself in our shoes, saying he'll join in once he finds those additional performers. Hey Sarah, try swinging your arms a bit wider. It'll make it easier to transition into the next move. Shocked at just how quickly Sarah's improving. It really speaks to just how good her instincts for these things are. She's already cut her teeth on Central Eastern dancing. That's more than half the battle right there. If she could clear just a few more hurdles, I think we'll be ready for tomorrow's parade with just a single full day of practice. Oh, it's you guys. I take it you couldn't resist sneaking a peek at our little practice session? If you ask me, out of everyone here, Sarah is far and away in possession of the best dancing chops. No doubt about it. Probably doesn't hurt that Goaty wants something pseudo-Central Eastern, which has let her take to it pretty naturally. Still, what the hell is he thinking, ditching us at the 11th hour to go searching for more performers? I guess that's where we come in. Oh, I meant to ask, did you all catch my post? Seeing as I hadn't heard from you all, I thought I'd reach out myself. I figured what better way to do that than with a 4 SPG. Judith and Nina told me how to file one, and now here we are. Yep, exactly why we're here. We forgot to ask about it earlier, so we wanted to hurry back and check in with you. Right, sorry about that. Got my hands full with everything right now, as you can imagine. Anyway, let's say we get straight to business and discuss what I have in mind for this gig. You kids got time to talk right now? Sure do. Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks. Fantastic. Then come over here so we can sit and chat. Alright, so you wrote in your request that you're looking to add some more cast members to the cavalcade. Pushing your luck just a bit, trying to rope more folks in when the festival's tomorrow, don't you think? Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. We're done getting ready for the parade. At this point, I'm just interested in making it even better while we still have time. That's why I was hoping to spruce things up around the back of the parade with some hot girls. Give the joint even more pizzazz. Huh? You're looking for girls? You didn't mention that. Who else would I look for? I'm not just looking for babes, I need ones who can dance a bit. Nothing complicated, so don't worry there. Are you certain we're going to be able to find someone like that on such short notice? The town may have a lot of visitors right now, but this request needs a very specific skill set, if you ask me. Tharbad is filled to the brim with women as talented as they are foxy. You'll have no trouble, I'm sure of it. But I will admit, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that you kids could come up short. But that's fine, because if that happens, I've got a backup plan. And that backup plan is you there, miss. What do you say? Could you do it? Truly? You would like me to join your parade? Oh, wow, yeah. Reset is super pretty. She would totally kill it on stage. No argument there. I got a feeling she could pull off whatever dance you have in mind. Certainly could, but it should really be her decision. We can't force her to do it. Well, I appreciate the high praise, even if I feel it is perhaps a little much. Very well, if necessary, I will at least consider joining your parade. Damn, you mean that? Screw bringing in anyone else, I'd be happy just roping you. Hold there, Mr. Gotti. Strictly speaking, Reset ain't one of my employees. She's on loan from elsewhere. That in mind, I really don't want to impose on her if we can avoid it. So if you don't mind, I'd rather go out and see who we could find in town, like you asked. That still work for you? Alright, if that's the way it has to be. Thank you for being understanding of my position. No problem. Getting back on topic though, ideally, how many ladies do you want us to try and get in on this? I mean, I'd gladly take as many beautiful women as you could find. The more the merrier. But if I had to give you a hard number, in terms of how many our plans could fit, I'd say 3's our limit. I want you to find at least one though. Once you get to work, that's what I'll be counting on. Alright? Understood. Confirm we should recruit at least one woman, at most 3, circumstances permitting. Yes, I want the best you could find. I'm counting on you kids to have good taste. Taste that'll deliver. And with that settled, I'm going to the training studio to plan how to incorporate the additional talent. Happy hunting. Don't come back until you can bring me girls who will knock me off my feet. Okay. That dude's brain definitely has one setting and one setting only, if you know what I mean. It was my first time seeing Mr. Gotti in person. Certainly lives up to his reputation as a man with an uncompromising vision. His passion for the parade is extremely evident. You can say that again. We'll have to be careful who we recruit to have any hope of satisfying him. But where do we even start looking? Could we just wander around town and put prey to Arusha? If you want hot girls who could dance, it can't hurt to hit up the nightclub to see if anyone there is willing to play ball. You know, for once, that's a decent idea. I'm drawing a blank on other ideas, so prayers and vice dens it is. We'll walk around town and see if we get lucky as we make our way over to the club. Let's roll.
よし、業務開始だ。
Sorry to bother you two while you're talking. Mind if we ask something? Sure, go ahead. Huh? Why are you looking at me? Is there something I can do? We're with Arkwright Solutions. Salvatore Gotti's called in a favor with us that we're trying to help him out with. Basically, we're looking for additional folks to join tomorrow's Carnal Cavalcade. You interested? You're working for Salvatore Gotti? You want me to be in the parade? Guess it's safe to say they didn't see that one coming. Why do you want Servi to help, of all people? Not to diss her to her face, but she's just a regular woman. I don't know if she'd fit in with something like that. Hey, so much for not dissing me to my face. I know I'm not special, but do you have to say it like that? Say that, but when I look in your eyes beneath those glasses, I see a certain spark in them, a fire deep within. I can tell you've got this unquenchable sense of adventure and curiosity, a determination to see things through. That's exactly the spirit Mr. Gotti wants in his parade. More spice for what's already shaping up to be a zesty event. Wow, I don't know what to say. You really get me. That's exactly who I am. So it just so happens we've been making our own independent movie, and we brought it to Vegas Films to have them take a look at it. I've been so focused on production stuff, I completely forgot the film festival was even going to happen. We're so lost, we're just fretting over what we should even do next. You really feel like that? I think you should do it, Servi. Get out there and leave your mark. I'm sure you'll do great. Well, I don't have any aspirations to become a professional performer or anything. My heart's set on being a creator. But if it's an opportunity to meet someone like Mr. Goatee, then I accept. I'd be thrilled to do it. Wait, miss, can you dance at all? We're looking for folks who could dance at least a little. Servi, you might want to. I'll be fine, really. Just because I'm not athletic doesn't mean I can't dance when push comes to shove. I'll show everyone I can do it. That's a little worrying, but at least you're enthusiastic. I'm sure that'll carry you, I think. Anyway, head inside Vegas Films when you're ready. Your man Goatee will want to speak with you. Sounds good. I promise you, you won't regret this. Servi, you might want to practice a little before going in. Just a thought. Nice, that's one dancer added to the crew. Goody said he wanted at least one, but ideally 3. So what's the play? Keep looking? Yeah, if we could find 3 dancers, that'd be for the best. But if we have trouble finding anyone else, there's no harm cutting things short here. Perfectly reasonable. Shall we continue searching then? If we decide to call it quits, we could head back to Vegas Films and talk to Mr. Goatee. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like people are more feisty today. Not just tourists either, but the locals too. Thought I had my finger on the pulse of things better than my folks, but I'm completely stumped as to what's going on here. One moment. There we go, I think. Hey, I recognize that policewoman over there. Yeah, she's one of the ones we talked to for that assignment yesterday. Got a real dignified look to her. Fit, too, as you'd expect. I think she could dance her heart out if she wanted to. Then what are we waiting for? Let's ask if she's interested. Oh, there's something I can help you with? Wait a moment. Didn't I see you all yesterday? You did. We got some new business this time. Anyway, Director Salvatore Goatee's got us pitching in on his Carnal Cavalcade that's coming up tomorrow. You've heard of it, I bet? We're recruiting some additional folks to fill out the cast and wanted to know if you were interested. What? You want me to join? Wait, before you answer, miss, can you dance at all? We're looking for folks who could dance at least a little. I suppose I could dance, yes. I wouldn't say I'm great at it either, but I can. Does that mean you'll do it? Well, it's an honor just to be asked to join one of Mr. Goody's productions. I never would have imagined this, but I'm an officer first and foremost, and I'm assigned to festival security tomorrow. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. That's fair. I have to imagine the police here will be incredibly busy once things kick off. That settles it, I guess. Looks like this one's a wash. I am really sorry. Good luck finding someone. Suffice to say, that officer would be rather difficult to recruit. But it seems like you haven't quite given up yet, have you, Mr. Arkwright? Nope. I can't help but think a parade like that would really let her show off the inner strength she usually gives to the badge. We're dealing with Godi as a client here. We can't fold that easily if we're going to make him happy. There's got to be another way to get her to join. Like what exactly? Well, we could try negotiating with Inspector Daswani. I would bet he's her boss. If we frame it just right, maybe, just maybe, we'll get what we want in the end. Can't hurt to try. You people, what do you want this time? Good to see you, Inspector. You're exactly the man in the force we needed to talk to. Long story short, Salvatore Godi's called in a request with us. He wants us to find a few more women to join his carnal cavalcade tomorrow. We tried asking Officer Vernier from Tharbad's force, but she turned us down. Said she'd be too busy working the security detail to help out. Of all the things you could have asked, of course, it's something completely frivolous. We're already short on officers working the parade. I can't shave more officers off on top of that. Exactly. Besides, why someone like Godi got you people running around? Doesn't he have assistants for this sort of thing? And why are you so fixated on one of our officers? There are plenty of other women you could ask. Leave our crew alone. Now, I'm not saying you folks have to give her time off. It's just, what if she works security elsewhere in the parade? You know, put her in the back of it, mix her in with the other cast members, have her escort and protect the performers. Can't be serious, Arkwright. No, hear me out. Say the parade gets some hecklers who try throwing garbage or something at the performers. If you had Officer Vernier posted in the parade itself, she could handle it right there, practically killing two birds with one stone. If you ask me, that sounds like a good way to beef up security for the event, cover all the bases. Really, I don't see what you guys have to lose letting her go. If anything, you stand to gain from it. That actually makes a lot of sense. Can't believe what I'm about to say. Sometimes I'm too soft for my own good. You hooligans always have a way with words. Fine, you win. Since it sounds like it's in our own interest too, I'll put in a word for her and see what happens. At the end of the day, it's true that you can never be too secure. Any means we can take to strength of security is worth pursuing. Thank you so much, Inspector. We really appreciate it. You'll likely get an official call about it from the higher-ups later, but if you could go ahead and tell her, I'd appreciate it. Can do. Thanks again, Inspector. Oh, we meet again. Need something else? Sorry to keep bugging you. We actually wanted to follow up on our earlier talk about the parade. We talked to Inspector Daswani, and he agreed to reach out to HQ on your behalf and pull some strings to let you do it. What? Really? You're not pulling my leg, are you? No, not at all. The idea is that you'll still be providing security, just from within the parade itself as one of the performers. From what we were told, you should be officially notified about the change in your post soon. I don't believe it. How did you guys convince the brass to change plans? Just who are... No way. Sorry, I've got a call from HQ coming in. I need to take this. Should just be a moment. No problem. Take your time. Yes, this is Officer Vernier on patrol. Over. What? Sorry, I meant copy that. Yes, I can handle that. No problem. Over and out. Tharbad Police HQ just ordered me to change positions during the parade. They asked me to join the Carnal Cavalcade as one of the performers who provides security for the cast members from the inside. Nice. Glad to hear the inspector came through for us. So now you should be able. You should make sure to stop by Vegas Film. You want to talk to Mr. Goatee and see what he has in mind for you. That's no problem at all. Thanks for going to all that trouble for me. I'll see you later. Yet another dancer for the parade. We're making it happen. At this point, it's probably perfectly fine for us to call it good and report back to Goatee if need be. Finding a third girl is a big question mark, but it never does hurt to try. Yes, I vote that we keep looking for a little longer to see what we can find before deciding what to do. Oh, here we are back at the nightclub. Come to think of it, are they even going to be open right now? It's the middle of the day. Maybe not. Don't hear anything coming from inside. Oh, poot. Should we turn around and look someplace else? Not yet. Got to imagine there's at least a handful of folks around getting stuff ready for tonight. Aaron put his hand on the door and tried pulling it open. Knew it. Door's open. Might as well stroll inside and have a look around. What? Are we, sure about this? I don't know that we should walk in uninvited. Hey, it'll be fine. If anyone's there, we've got an offer they'll find interesting. I'm sure they'll hear us out. I say we go in. If anyone asks, we'll tell them we got urgent business. Jackpot. That chick over there ought to do nicely. Definitely. She's obviously a pro. She knows exactly what she has to offer and how to show it. Well, let's go ask her then. I'm sure Farita's going to get some strange ideas about how she's dressed. Oops, looks like I forgot to lock up when I went out to buy some smokes. Sorry folks, we're not open. I'll have to ask you to leave and wait for nightfall. You know, apologies for bursting in. We're looking for someone specific who can help us with a last-minute arrangement. Quick question. You interested in the Carnal Cavalcade at all? What, you mean the big parade tomorrow? Of course I am. I love Salvatore Gotti's movies. That parade should be amazing. Knowing him, it's going to be the sexiest, most spectacular thing around. I know I work here, but I'll recognize game when I see it. Heck, I'm so excited for it, I took paid time off tomorrow to enjoy it from the VIP seats. My, you certainly sound like a devoted fan of Mr. Gotti. Well, you're in luck, because you're going to love what's coming next. We're with Arkride Solutions. As it so happens, we've been retained by Mr. Gotti to help him with something. Specifically, he's looking to add a few more girls to the parade. Would you be down for it? What in Arusha's name? Are you people for real? Completely for real. All Mr. Gotti needs is someone who can dance a little. I guess you could do more than that. Honey, who do you think you're talking to? I work as a pole dancer. You bet your fancy ass I'm used to dancing for a crowd. Hell, I'll show everyone out there how it's done. I can't believe this is happening. Never in a million years did I think I'd do something like this. Now I'm even more excited. So we have a deal? Great. Now you should make sure to stop by Vegas Films. You'll want to talk to Mr. Gotti and see what he has in mind for you. You got it. I'll redo my makeup and then go introduce myself. Gotta make sure I look the part. That's 3 new dancers recruited for the parade. Sure is. Time to make our way back to Vegas Films and tell Gotti the good news. We meet again. So how's the hunt coming along? Find any girls to round out my cavalcade yet? The max is 3, right? You sure have. You got time for us to fill you in? Of course, show me your own cavalcade. Van contacted everyone the group managed to scout. Before long, they assembled at Vegas Films. Great work, Spriggan. I knew you were the right man for the job. You knew just what I was looking for. I'm completely blown away. It's like you were reading my mind. When I think beautiful women, this is exactly what I like to see. Well, like you said before, Tharbad's not exactly hurting for ladies who are as capable as they are easy on the eyes. That definitely helped. Oh, stop it, you guys. You're gonna make me blush. Never mind that. I can't believe I'm standing right next to the real Salvatore Goti. I'd love to shake your hand later. Maybe I could ask you to look at our independent film. That would mean the world to me. I may still technically be on duty, but I can't believe I get to take part in something led by you, Mr. Goti. You can count on me to help make sure this is going to be a fun parade. By the goddess, I am such a big fan of yours, director. I might not be quite as hot as your actresses, but you better believe I can still put on a hell of a scintillating show. Now this is the kind of energy I like to see. This is perfect. Alright, time for a trip to the dressing room. It'll be a waste to have all this beauty on display without the threads to match it. Screen, we get a sneak peek at what everyone will be wearing. That's exciting. I suppose this is one of the benefits of getting to work behind the scenes for a man like Mr. Goti. Several minutes later, behold, the clothing for the regular cast members in tomorrow's parade. Oh, those are pretty. Damn. That's actually way more tasteful than I was expecting. I personally supervised every little detail, just as I do my own films, from the type of fabric used to the lengths of every last cut. Whoa, you did amazing, Mr. Goti. It all looks so beautiful. He certainly doesn't disappoint. I could get used to a view like this. Indeed, I am impressed. The craftsmanship is bold and glamorous. It's all amazing for sure. Even if the outfits are definitely a little showy. I'll have to take everyone's word for it. They told me to take my glasses off in the dressing room. I wish I could really see how I look. It's definitely a little breezy in parts though. I'm fighting the urge to become a tomato wearing something like this at my age. Yet it's all definitely starting to feel real now. I can't wait to get this parade on the road. Meanwhile, this is my kind of dress. I'll have to make sure my dancing lives up to its sexiness. Can't leave anyone disappointed after seeing me looking like this. This definitely has your fingerprints all over it, Goti. You always know how to bring the best out of a woman. I can't take all the credit. If they look fine, it's because you and your crew know how to pick them, Spriggan. You and I really do think a lot alike. You'll definitely have my business again in the future, that's for damn sure. Sadly, I guess this means I have to retract my offer to your concierge there. Sorry to say, but a deal's a deal. I'll let you go. Think nothing of it. Personally, I think these women make for far more appealing additions to your parade than I could ever be. Come now, I stand by everything I said before. I'd still be more than happy to have you aboard some other time. Anyway, time to get these girls prepped so they can make a big, sexy splash tomorrow when the spotlight's on them. Thanks again, folks. I'll send your payment over pronto.
これで幕引きだ。
報酬が振り込まれたわ。
はあ、上出来だ。
さて、
Can't believe I get to have Mr. Goti himself watch me dance. You can't make these things up. Pole dancing is my forte, and you could be sure I'll be busting my butt to knock a guy like him off his feet. I want to show Mr. Goatee our independent movie that we brought, if at all possible. First, I need to learn how to dance, so they'll bring me into the parade as a backup dancer. Just you watch, Nino. I'm going to bowl over the people running the festival with my smooth moves or die trying. The kids did good finding me those extra cast members. Now it's up to me to whip them into shape and make them shine brighter than ever. It goes without saying that you could bet I'll be keeping a close eye on that young lady's progress in particular. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely concerned about Sarah. But for now, all we can do is give it our all and put on the best damn parade money can buy. Trust me, you won't want to miss tomorrow. I'll be back. Alright, maybe I won't be back. Something has come up, and I probably will have to call it here for tonight. Good night. I've got days off starting tomorrow after work, so I will be back tomorrow after work and hopefully get some good progress over the next few days. Good night for now.